Kyle Rittenhouse is no longer at Arizona State University. But the truth is, he probably wasn't there in the first place. He just lied, okay? So here's the background. We covered this initially when students decided to protest his attendance at their institution. They have the right to do that. Kyle Rittenhouse, who testified last month, okay? Remember, this is on the record. He testified last month at his homicide trial that he was a student. Keep that in mind, that he was a student studying nursing at Arizona State University. He's no longer enrolled at the school, according to a report from the Phoenix New Times. Let's put up a picture of old Kyle, okay? All right. He lied because according to the institution, he never was an actual student taking nursing classes, but in fact, he was part of a non-credit course, one of those courses you can just sign up online as long as you have an email and a computer, you can sit for a class. Okay, so he wasn't a student. He lied about that. He also, according to his attorney, lied about being a medic when he was in Kenosha. He lied about that too. He lied about his credentials. He told people that he was in fact a trained medic. Another lie, all right? Not sure why this prosecutor, when allowed, did not call Kyle Rittenhouse out on his character. He did not. All right, here's something else. Put up the picture of Kyle Rittenhouse flashing what looks to be a white power symbol, okay? Now, for me, if I'm an administrator of a university or professor or director, which by the way I am, that's enough for me to say hell to the no. That student will not be on our campus because that's contrary to the anti-discriminatory clause of the federal government that we must adhere to because we are an institution that accepts federal aid. See how easy that is for me to do? Any other college, university professor can do something very similar. So he's no longer there according to the new narrative. Rittenhouse, who was found not guilty on self-defense grounds earlier this month for shooting and killing 2 people and wounding of a third during a protest in Kenosha, August 2020, said in an interview with Tucker Carlson on Fox News that he planned to attend classes on campus. After his testimony, Arizona State University said he was a non-degree student enrolled in classes at the school. They also said he was not part of the nursing program whatsoever, as he indicated during the trial. It was a lie. It was not part of that program. A number of student groups on campus mounted protests against Rittenhouse's enrollment at the university, which is one of the largest in the state. He's out of there according to the narrative. Now, we had a poll at TYT. I think that poll is still active. TYT.com/polls. Yeah, /Rittenhouse -rejected. Do you think he should be gone? Not just from ASU, but any other institution, all right? We're now in the court of public opinion. I understand people say, well, he has certain rights. Okay, fine, he does in the court of law. He does, absolutely 100%. But he's in the court of public opinion here, okay? We get to utilize common sense, not just what Judge Schroeder allows us to see. Senator Turner, what are your thoughts here?
The white gang sign, I mean, you really laid it out, Doc, is very troubling. And it should be troubling to anyone. I will also say that this cannot just be about that trial. And as you have laid out, this is not just about the trial. It is about how he comports himself, period. And that he would be somebody that would be a student unbecoming and therefore should not be allowed to be enrolled in Arizona State. My only caution there is that if it is about his gang sign and not necessarily the trial, because that kind of thing can boomerang. There might be somebody else on trial that we believe should have the opportunity to attend a college or a university. And if they don't have any of that other stuff swirling around them, then quite certainly they should be able to be enrolled. So I just say we gotta be a little careful because these kinds of things can boomerang the other way as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And in my research of the rules, the reason why the Kyle Rittenhouse signal, his white supremacy signal allegedly, would be a no-no to a college administrator It's because of the federal government's financial aid clause that says if you accept financial aid, you also have to create an environment to protect individuals in protected classes. So you, as an institution, would be at risk of losing financial aid if, in fact, the behavior of a student or potential student has been deemed to be discriminatory based on race, gender, and or sexual orientation. So this doesn't cover, let's say if somebody is a former Piru blood, it would not cover them based on the statutory language. However, I get your point, Senator, because we have seen individuals in the application of law try to create bias and expand the actual wording of the statute. So I get what you're saying 100%.
That's exactly right, but you laid it out for them. And then what else is troubling too is how he was able to puff up his resume to make it seem as though he was more than what he really was professionally. And it was another way to kind of whitewash is coming to mind, you know, but to really make him seem very upstanding. It was it was more than an exaggeration. He flat out lied. So there we are.
Yep.